Forget everything you know about website testing. Your mouse is actually hiding the biggest bugs on your site. 90% of developers are unaware of the accessibility issues because they are clicking when they should be tabbing. In the next few minutes, I will show you how to catch critical VCAG violations using nothing but your keyboard, and why this simple switch will make you a better developer than most of your peers. Here's something no one tells you. Millions of people can't use a mouse. That includes screen reader users, people with cognitive disabilities, and even people like you and me who prefer speed. You think it doesn't affect you? Watch what happens when you turn off your mouse right now. Can you like this video and comment without using your mouse? YouTube is keyboard accessible, and that's why you are able to. Most sites fail right when the mouse disappears. And here comes a mythbuster. Keyboard testing is not complicated at all. It's about 5 keys. Tab to jump ahead, Shift tab to go back, Enter or space to activate, arrow keys to navigate, and escape to break free. I will show you how you can use these simple keyboard keys to test for accessibility. And here's the keyboard testing checklist based on VCAG 2.2 success criteria. Focus management. Your focus should move logically through the page. Closing a model, your focus must return to the button or link that opened it in the first place. Enhanced focus indicators. Focus must be visible, clear, and meet contrast requirements. Custom styling is fine as long as it's obviously visible on the page. Focus only on visible and actionable elements. And this is one of the biggest mistakes that developers do. Your focus must be visible at all times. Ensure to skip hidden or disabled controls. On focus or on input. Nothing unexpected should happen just because something receives focus. Also known as change of context. Meaning, simply putting a focus on an element must not open up a new page or a model, or it should not put a focus on any other control on the page. For example, a drop-down should not auto-submit when you land on it. Logical navigation order. It should match the DOM or the visual order of your page. Best practice is to follow top to bottom, left to right approach. Keyboard traps. A user must always be able to exit with either tab or escape keys. Skip links. Skip to main content must be focusable and it must work. Comment if you know why we need skip navigations. And watch this video on how to implement skip links in the right way. For our demo purposes, I have created a sample page with known issues like on focus, on input, keyboard traps, to help you understand what are the different challenges that you can face while you are testing the real application. To begin with, I'm going to start tabbing from the top of the page, and I have enabled which key I'm pressing on the keyboard so that you clearly understand what it is. I'm going to press tab now, and my focus moves to skip to main content. This must be the first actionable element on any page, and you will put your comments in the comment section why this is critical for web accessibility. I'll give you a sneak peek. If I press enter, it takes me to the main section of the page, and for us, it's electronics products. And if I tab again, it must take me to the next actionable element within the main section. Put it in the comments why skip to main content is critical for web accessibility. I'm gonna refresh this page again to go to the top of the page. And now I'm gonna press tab to check for the focus order and test for the visible focus or the enhanced focused state. Let's press tab. Now it's clear where my focus is. It says my focus is on eShop button. If I press tab again, it goes to sign up. Next, it goes to login, then products, my cart, my profile. Up till this point, we are able to clearly see that there's a logical flow for tabbing from left to right. The next thing that I have introduced by myself is to put focus on the element which are not visually visible on the page. I have a link after my profile, which is sale, which is not visually available, but will be in the tabbing order. Keep a close look on the screen. I'm going to press tab and then you will see that focus is going nowhere. For a brief moment, it gets lost. See, I press the tab key, but we don't see any visual focus on the page. If I press tab key again, you see that blinker within the search input field. That's how I know my focus is on the search, even though it is failing to meet the enhanced focus state for the search text box itself. So we identified two critical issues. One, that the focus is going on the elements which are not visually available on the page. And secondly, even though my focus is on the text box, it's not having the enhanced focus state. So we are failing two criteria here. Let's continue tabbing. Again, the same issue with the search button itself. Even though we have the left border for the search button, that's not good enough. We must fill it for the focus, enhanced focus state. Next, let's identify the keyboard traps. I have introduced keyboard traps onto the filters on the left side. Let's have a look what happens if I continue tabbing. Let's go over all the checkboxes. Now, after HP, ideally, our focus must move on to the right side where you have your products. But because I have introduced a keyboard trap, it goes back to the filters. Let's have a look. You saw that? Immediately after HP checkbox, focus is moving back to the smartphones. And there's no way to move forward unless I press escape key and then press tab. It allows me to go to the right side of the page. So that's an example of a keyboard trap. Another common example that you might see or experience is for text boxes. Whenever you start typing within a text box and try to come out using tab key, it does not allow you. Even though you have tried pressing escape key, even then if you're not able to, that's called a keyboard trap and you have to fail for accessibility. The next violation that we want to go over is on focus. Now remember, on focus was if you are tabbing through the different controls and if it triggers a new functionality, a change of context like opening up a new page, opening up a model, putting your focus on any other control within the page, or changing the text on the page which changes the meaning of the page. I have implemented on focus for sort by featured dropdown. The moment I press tab, my focus goes briefly on that dropdown, but it will trigger another functionality. Let's have a look what it does. I'm going to press tab now, and the moment I did that, my focus went on to the sort by dropdown. And because I have on focus event handler with it, which opens up a new window or a new page, it's failing the on focus success criteria. Let's go back to the page. Similar to what I showed you for on focus, I have done it for on input. On input means the moment you start typing into the text field. So the moment I type I, it will open up the same page, and that's failing the on input scenario. Let's go back to the home page. Even if I try to delete it, it takes the input and opens up the new page. Let's go back to the page. So these are some of the examples on how you will test for keyboard traps, on focus, logical focus order, enhanced focus state, focus only on visible and actionable elements only. One key thing to note is your focus order is always for actionable elements. Any element such as your labels, your lists, your paragraphs, they should not be in the tabbing order. Lists, there are some caveats. If you are having a quick links list that's having actual hyperlinks or anchor tags, those must be in the tabbing order. But if it's plain text should never be in the tabbing order. In our next video, I will turn my NVDA screen reader on and identify major challenges for screen reader users. Subscribe now and turn on the bell icon to never miss my videos. But you might ask, Param, what about tools like Andy? Yes, tools like Andy highlight keyboard focus issues. However, they do not check for keyboard traps or whether the functionality works when pressing enter or spacebar. And definitely, they do not check for on focus or on input behavior. And that's why you must do manual testing to ensure your application is fully ADA compliant. Watch my video on Andy to explore how it makes your life easier by finding accessibility issues faster. Here's the challenge of the week. Go to your website, turn off your mouse, and start keyboard tests. If you are unable to tab through or trigger a button or a link using keyboard only, you have got urgent work to do. Test and comment what you find. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in the next video with NVDA screen reader on. This is Param Singh signing off.